Hey everybody, Chris Cummings, welcome to Drum Booth. Today I'm going to just take a couple minutes to talk to you quickly about traditional grip. I have a lot of people who see me play, who also come to the studio and see me play, and I play this way more often than not. I use traditional grip, I use French grip, German grip, what we're calling the American grip these days. Traditional is kind of my meat and potatoes, it works for me. I'm going to show you the foundation of it because there seems to be a lot of misinformation out there about that with people who are new to this, and hopefully this will help you out. We'll actually zoom the camera in so you can actually see what the hand is supposed to do and what it's not supposed to do, as well as actually give you a basis for really how to start working on playing that way if that's what you're interested in. The most important thing with this grip is that, like all grips, that the whole thing remains relaxed. So stick with me here, and I'm going to change angles here for everyone and let you see exactly what's happening down on the pad. New angle for us. Now, the single most important thing that I want you to know with this is that this is a lot like you're reaching out to shake someone's hand with your left hand. That's kind of the basis of the motion. If you actually looked up any of Jim Chapin's videos where he talks about that, he often talks about like bringing up your hands as though you had just washed them and you're shaking off the water, okay? In his great video, Speed, Power, and Endurance. The fundamental thing though starts here with this notion that the actual hand is out this way. It doesn't come from here. It's not like this or anything like that. It's like as though you're actually going to shake someone's hand, okay? Now, the next part of this is actually relating to what we call the fulcrum, or the balance point of the stick. No matter what style you play, you want that stick to do as much work as it can for you, okay? So there's, that balance point, that teeter-totter point, where if you're too far back, the stick isn't going to bounce anywhere. If you're too far forward, it's not going anywhere. You'll hang like that just did, okay? So first things first, we bring up our hand from our side. Our elbows not tucked in, but relaxed at our side, and our arms and shoulders are relaxed, and we have our thumb up, okay? Now, what we do is we actually gently set that stick in there, all right? We're not pinching. There's nothing tight about what's happening here. We don't pinch. Pain is not gain. Pain is silly. If you are hurting in some way, go find a competent teacher to help you stop hurting. If you're hurting when you play, you shouldn't be. You need help. Reach out to me or anyone that may have some knowledge to help you along. All right, so we find our balance point because, again, we want that stick to do as much of the work for us as we can, okay? And there's really two positions then, okay? And we create this cradle right here. We create a cradle by bringing up these two fingers, the index and the middle finger, okay? And it's going to be slightly different for everyone because everyone's hand is different. And what we do is actually I use the first knuckle as kind of the basis for where you're supposed to wrap around, okay? And the thumb is up, okay? And it's not a tight thing. There's, you can fit, you see the space in there. If you really start looking at it, you see the space in there for you to actually to play in a relaxed way. Then underneath, what we do is support that stick with the ring finger, okay? And that is the basis for the grip itself. Now, as I talked about before, I see some people trying to throw from back here when they're first learning this, and you can't really. You have no control and no real power or definition with it. I've seen people rolling over sometimes and some other weird things. Also, I've seen people trying to do this whole thing where their thumb is down. None of that works. When you put the thumb down, you start to actually lose that control. This starts sliding around way too much. A little motion is okay, but when you get into this, unless if you're choking on the stick, at which point you're playing like this, you're losing the point of the grip and you're losing where the stick is going to stay, okay? And the throw, when you throw from this, if you were looking in a mirror, you're going to see the back of your hand, okay? You're going to see this part of your hand right here, okay? And the motion is down and up, okay? And you want that stick to actually do that work for you at any level, a tap or a full stroke, half, anywhere in between, okay? If you want to know more, you can come see me at Drum Booth. You can call me at 484-852-1373. You can email me at chris@drumbooth.net, or you can just check us out online, drumbooth.net, and see what's going on there. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and all the usual places. So check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help you out. I hate when I see people, kind of misinterpreting how this is supposed to happen. And, I know it's slightly different for everyone, but the fundamental basis is the same. That handshake, thumb up, first knuckles on the index and middle finger, and then supporting with the ring finger with the pinky tightly. I don't want to use the word tight because that infers tension, but coming up to support underneath. So that's our story, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's little brief technique lesson. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for stopping by Drum Booth. Take care.